2018 seemed to be the year that the Lils took over. From Lil Baby to Lil Skies, there were a lot of rappers with the first name Lil who had a big year. But putting Lil in a rap name is far from new. According to an article by DJ Booth, Lil Troy became the first Lil to gain mainstream notice with his song Wanna Be a Baller all the way back in 1988. And while there were many more in between, Lil Kim became one of the most famous to use the moniker. And who can forget about Lil Bow Wow? And even if you did, he always finds a way to remind us that he exists. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Jeremy Hecht, or otherwise known as in the comments, Lil Michael, here for Famous News, and today we're gonna be doing a top 5, this time about rappers named Lil. Now I do have to say this as a disclaimer, this list is strictly based on views. So these are the Lils with the top 5 most views on their YouTube channels as of today. This is not a personal list, it's just about the numbers. But if you were to make a top 5 list for your favorite Lil rappers, who would you have on there? Let us know down in the comments below. And without further ado, let's jump into it. In the 5th position, we have Lil Peep. Peep was an artist who made music that sounded like punk rock infused onto trap beats. He was one of the most promising acts of the younger generation and had a cult-like fan base of kids who related to his vulnerable music and honest lyrics. Unfortunately, Peep passed away in November of 2017, leaving fans and those close to him heartbroken. The day before his passing, he posted a now eerie Instagram with the caption, "When I die, you'll love me." Just like how X was talking about his death on Instagram Live before it happened, and how Biggie and Tupac alluded to death in a lot of their music, I feel like some people just know they might die early. Even some of Peep's music contained lyrics about dying young. Saying on his 2015 track, The Way I See Things, "I got a feeling that I'm not gonna be here for next year, so let's laugh a little bit before I'm gone." Peep dropped Come Over When You're Sober Part 1 in 2017, and most recently Peep's posthumous album Come Over When You're Sober Part 2 was released in November of 2018, nearly a year after his passing. The album included the single Runaway with a video co-directed by Peep's mother. She stated, "It has allowed me to make something beautiful for my son in his honor." Peep's YouTube channel now has more than 938 million views. RIP to Peep, through your music, your soul will live on. In the 4th spot, we have Lil Dicky. Dicky's come up was a bit different from most rappers. After college, he started working at a big ad agency as a copywriter on projects like the NBA's big ad campaign. Dicky quit his job on a leap of faith to pursue his true passion for rap and comedy. And after a lot of resistance from his parents and girlfriend at the time, he released his first official music video for his hilarious song, Ex-Boyfriend. The song ended up blowing up and eventually led to him releasing a mixtape and later a full-length album with features from big-name artists like T-Pain, Snoop Dogg, and even his very own Brain. And while his first love might have been comedy, Dicky fell in love with rap, and despite what a lot of people think, the dude can actually spit. It's a concept he explains in a great analogy on his song Russell Westbrook on a Farm. If you haven't listened to it, you should definitely check it out. And while his 2015 music video for Save That Money, where he created a video on a $0 budget and convinced rich people to give him a crib, a whip, and a club, sent him into a new level of fame, it was this year that really pushed him to complete mainstream notoriety. In 2018, he dropped Freaky Friday with Chris Brown, which was a concept record based on the movie of the same name. After seeing Breezy act like he barely knew what to do with his newfound talent in the video, there was no doubt the song would go viral. You add in guest spots from DJ Khaled, Ed Sheeran, Jimmy Tatro, and Kendall Jenner, and you have a video that has more than 450 million views on YouTube. Dicky's YouTube channel has more than 3.8 million subscribers, and the videos have 1 billion views plus combined. Most recently, Dicky announced on his socials that he had to cancel his Life Lessons tour because he had a lot of work to get done, including finishing his next album and producing his television show. You never really know with tour cancellations what the actual reason is, but regardless, we're looking forward to more music soon. Reaching our number 3 spot, we have Lil Uzi Vert. Uzi has had one of the fastest rising careers in music over the past 5 years. He has been putting out hit after hit, from Do What I Want to New Pack. In 2016, Uzi was a part of his first #1 single with the Migos' Bad and Bougie. But it was EXO Tour Life that sent the kid from Philly into a new stratosphere. The video now has over 300 million views and the song is now quadruple platinum. He's also given us some classic dance moves, from his infamous shoulder roll to this. any more of this video. Although fans are still waiting on the follow-up to Uzi's debut album Love Is Rage 2, Uzi did give us some heat on the features end of things in 2018, jumping on songs with Thug, Gunna, Juice WRLD, Nav, Lil Baby, and more. According to Don Cannon, who signed Uzi to Atlantic Records in 2015, Uzi makes an average of 6 songs a day, 700 songs a year, and apparently has recorded hundreds of songs with Kanye, so I'm sure there's lots of music for us to hear in the new year. Most recently though, Uzi gave us an internet meme classic by running away from his Nardwuar interview.
Yo, he know too much. I can't do this. What Kanye do?
Sometimes when we do people's before they were famous for this channel, artists have a similar reaction. We tend to dig a little deep. Uzi's YouTube channel has more than 5 million subscribers and more than 1.4 billion views in total. Moving forward on our list, in the second spot, we have Lil Pump. Pump had one of the biggest 2018s of any rapper, let alone one with the name Lil. Coming into the year fresh off of a #1 single with Gucci Gang, Pump wanted to show he was far from a one-hit wonder. He was named a XXL freshman and continued to release bangers. Get It has more than 360 million views on YouTube, and the Kanye-assisted I Love It memed its way to a #1 spot on the streaming songs chart. After trolling J. Cole online, Cole replied with his track 1985, giving some knowledge to Pump on financial literacy. The two later sat down for an hour-long conversation and are now cool. Most recently, Pump was in some hot water with the Chinese community over a racially insensitive ad-lib in a recent snippet posted online. People like Aquafina and rapper China Mac made it known that the lyric did not sit well with them. But Pump recently posted a video to his Insta apologizing to anyone who was offended, and it seems like people accepted the sorry.
And I came here to tell you from my part that I'm sorry and I apologize for posting that. It was not my intentions to hurt nobody or do none of that.
Lil Pump has accomplished a lot in a relatively short amount of time, and I'm sure his rise is far from over. His YouTube channel has more than 13 million subscribers and more than 2.4 billion views. In the #1 slot, we have none other than Mr. Carter, Weezy F Baby, and the F is for phenomenal, front door and for you to find out, the leader of Young Money and the man who influenced an entire generation of rappers, Lil Wayne. After years of trouble with his label and an ongoing feud with his boss and the man claiming to be his father, Birdman, 2018 was the year that fans finally got to listen to the long-anticipated Carter 5 album, and it didn't disappoint. The album received a very positive reception from both fans and critics alike, and while it was a bit long, you can't really blame the man after not being able to release his album for years. The song Uproar even had the whole world dancing, including the Diddy household. The album landed at #1 on Billboard, selling 480,000 albums in its first week. But it was one song in particular that revealed a new side of Wayne's story. Although Wayne's punchlines and metaphors are what he's usually praised for, when he shows some vulnerability is when he is at his best. And on Let It All Work Out, Wayne revealed to the world that his infamous accidental shooting incident wasn't an accident at all.
Shot?
Yeah, I have.
You have. Who did it?
I did, unfortunately.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Is there a disagreement?
It was an accident, man. Yeah, man.
It's been well documented that when Wayne was a kid, he accidentally shot himself. But on the third verse of the final track of the Carter 5 album, Wayne admits that he was actually attempting suicide. He recounts the event saying that he had a suicide note, took his mother's gun, and while home alone and crying, he pointed the gun to his chest and he pulled the trigger. But because he was so nervous and emotional, and maybe a part of him didn't really want to do it, he missed. He woke up with blood all around him, but survived the shot. And like he says on the song, God came to my side and we talked about it, he sold me another life and he made a profit. In terms of his career accolades, the man is no stranger to success. His 20+ year career makes him one of the few rappers to transition successfully through multiple generations. When Birdman discovered him at the age of 9, he saw something special, and he wasn't wrong. Since then, he has won 10 BET Awards, 5 Grammys with 24 nominations, released iconic mixtape series like Dedication, The Drought, and No Ceilings, given the world generational artists like Drake and Nicki Minaj, and created some of hip-hop's most entertaining moments.
Huh? Pete Ross.
Pete Ross, that's a stupid ass question.
At one point, he became the self-proclaimed best rapper alive, and while it took some time for the moniker to catch on, today you'd be hard-pressed to find someone from the younger generation who doesn't have Wayne in their top 10. If you're looking for his influence on the new generation of rappers, just look at their hair, their face tattoos, their style, and their name. Like he says on Dedicate, if it wasn't for Wayne, it wouldn't be. His channel on YouTube Vivo has more than 5 million subscribers and close to 2.5 billion views in total. As always, my name is Jeremy Heck for Famous News. Here we make all sorts of videos for you on this channel, including top 5s before they were famous, and Michael's new show, Famous News, airing every Monday through Friday. Make sure you click on the subscribe button and follow me on Instagram at Jeremy_Hecht. Dream good, live better, and I hope you have one hecht of a day. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.